What you guys, welcome to Game Take. Today we're doing a trailer skin and it's the second part of my subscriber edition. This trailer skin is for Will. We've already done his truck, which you can go back onto the channel and see the video for that one. And we're going to get on with it right after this. Okay guys, so we're going to add a layer of white beneath this. Use the paint bucket tool. And we'll just add that underneath so we can see it. So we are going to add in a layer. That's going to be our primary colour, which in our case again is going to be white. So we'll pick that and then we'll just uncheck it, and then we're going to add in our main text. So we will come up here to Will's project, which is here. If I open up that, we'll see this one here. I right click it, we're going to copy that, and I'm going to move that folder off screen for a second, and we're going to come up to here and we're going to paste it, and then we're going to make it nice and big, holding shift key down. I have that there. Duplicate that layer and we're going to drag that down. Now what we need to do is to get that in the right place, roughly there. So there's our main wording. Okay, and we'll deselect that, add a new layer, move it to the top. This is going to be symbol. We're going to come across to our symbol, which is on here. We're going to copy that. I'm going to paste it in. We'll shrink it down a little bit. And we're going to move it up to where we want it, and we'll deselect that, and then we'll duplicate that layer, just bring that down, and we'll drag it. Sometimes you can do that, flip horizontal, and it'll work. That's a little bit in, possibly wants to go just up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll deselect that, and what we're going to do is I'm going to duplicate that layer again. This time we're going to drag it out and put it on the doors. So that's alright actually. And then I'm also going to duplicate that again because I want it on the front. So there's our symbols. And then I think we're going to keep this very simple because obviously it's only just showing you how we did do a little thing like this. So we're going to add in a new layer. We'll call it small main rather, and we'll come across, copy that, we'll paste it, and holding the shift key down we'll come down a little bit further, and with the pixel mover tool you can deselect that so you can see it better. It looks about right to me actually. So then what I want to do is I want to copy that there. I'm just going to move it straight down with the arrow keys, but I'm going to have it above on what I'm presuming is the front. Okay, we'll deselect that. So this is a very basic track. So what we'll do is we'll just bring in a couple of other little symbols. Let's call these sims. I'm just going to copy in this. Now, because it's a left-hand drive, I'm going to stick it on here. Make it a bit smaller. And we'll move it over, stick it down roughly where they would have had it, because we can always come back and add more to it at a later date. We've got plenty of other things to add in. We'll deselect that. I'm going to copy in this just for a bit of fun. We'll paste this in, and just in case Will's hiring anybody, we'll move it down. Now you notice I'm using the arrow keys more on this, because when you get this small you can obviously go over and make the doors bigger and all those sort of things, but I find it plays havoc with my eyes. I like to see it as it is. Okay, Now you could put phone numbers and all that sort of thing. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Actually, let's go in and see if we can add in a stripe. We've got this file, we'll go up to open. We come down to, we're going to my PNGs. So let's see what we've got in stripes, if there's anything there can be used. And we used that on the truck, didn't we? So actually, let's copy that. And what we'll do is we'll create a new layer and try it out that way. We'll call it stripe. Right, okay. A bit too big still. Just drag that out just a fraction. And then if we duplicate that layer and we flip it horizontal and then move it down, you'll see where I'm going with this in a minute, because we're going to move them underneath the other layers. The top one finishes 1, 2, 3, 4 there and slightly up. And then if we were to, and there we could have it below that one, and then this one we could drag all the way down as well. Yeah, I quite like that. Then what we'll do, just to see if it works then, is we'll add in, we'll take out our background, take out that layer, we'll come up and we'll save that as WMTRL. We're going to save this onto the desktop, and we're going to come up again, save it again this time as a PNG. Flatten the layers down. There's our mod. And just for my records, I like to save it as a JPEG. That's just for me. There they all are on my desktop. Okay, then we will open up Mod Studio 2. Drink a little mouthful of my coffee. So we're going to start a new project. It's an ETS project. Double click on Mod Manifest. Mod name WMTRL. Model for me. Mod version 1.1. Paint job. Icon. Use the default. Text. Whatever you like. Who's trailer. Then we're going to go and add a template. Scroll down to the trailer skins. Create a trailer skin. We're going to double click on that. It's SCS box trailer. We go to basic. Internal name lowercase, don't forget. WMTRL. Skin name W buyers trailer. Skin price 1. Icon, use the default. Image, add your image. Drag it in. That was the dry van 136 is what we did. You could add in other images if you did, like accessories and etc. here, but we haven't done any of that. So that's everything there. So now we come up. We're going to save that as W Myers trailer. We're going to call it 5 so that it's different from all the different times that we've been in and done adjustments. Yeah, then we're going to come back up again, export it as a mod. This time it'll be W Myers trailer 5, or whatever you want to put. That's just so I can find it easy. Okay, and we'll shut this off. Come across, open up the documents. There you can see it down the bottom there, W Myers trailer 5 SCS. Yeah, no, I like to keep copies of mine, so I'm just going to right click, copy it. Open up Euro Truck, go into the mods, First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that one because that was an earlier one. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste this one in, and we'll shut that down. And then we're going to open the game. Okay, we're going to come into the mod folder. Right, we're going to remove this one because that was wrong. We're going to take that out. Then we're going to come in, and there you can see is the one we've just added in. We'll add that in. Keep it at the top for a second. Continue the game. Yeah, don't worry about that missing mod. Then we're going to come in, we're going to go to Vehicle Browser, Trailer Browser, and come up here, we should see, and then go to, and there is our, well, that's very strange. That's because it's a box fan, not a curtain sider, so I presume it would be that one, and there it is. And so, here we can see the front. Now if we just remove that and come back a bit, get down the side there. Now we would want to go back in because I forgot about those bits, and we would want to move that across. Now I would also forgot about the 80 sticker that the "we are hiring" would want to come across. I'm going to show you how to go back into it in a second. It's really simple. And there we are. And you can add your boxes in and all that sort of thing. Anyhow, let's exit out of the game. And what we would do then is come back up to our PDM, which we've got saved on the desktop, which is here. Right click it, open with paint.net. Now this is our original project, so we know that we need to add back in the background and remove the layer above it so that we can see it, and add in the layer underneath. So now you've got the tricky little part of moving the bits, but we know that the symbol was these ones. Now the first one we did, if I remember rightly, was this one. So we would want to click on it, move it slightly this way so that it wasn't where those lines were, and then I would say come down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, deselect that, and then on this one, symbol mover, we know we need to come in a bit. I think that's a bit too much. About that, and then it came down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully that's enough. Deselect that. In fact, the best way to do that is take that layer and delete it. Everything else is still there, and then we'll add a layer up to the top one. And what we'll do is we'll open Will's project, and we'll just put these back in again, but in a better position. So this one we are hiring. We'll just copy it. We'll paste it. Shrink it down, and just use the arrow keys and move it along. So, and then we'll copy the "you are in my blind spot." We'll just shift in. We'll have that about there. And what we'll do is we'll uncheck the background, uncheck the layer below it, but put in our base color layer. Then we will come up, and I'm going to save it as this, the trailer PDN, and then I'm going to overwrite it, and I'm going to save it as a PNG. I'm going to overwrite that, flatten the layers down, and then just for my, I'm going to save it as a JPEG, but that's just for me. So okay, now what we need to do is come back into Mod Studio 2, go to Open Project, go to your recent project, which was this one here, Trailer 5, and then we come into the trailer skin, which we know is a box trailer. It's actually already put the new image straight into it, so that's handy. Okay, so then therefore then everything's the same, so we just come back down to save as, replace that one, then export the mod as the same again. So that one needs to be copied. Then we'll open up Eurotruck, go into the mods folder, remove that one, right click, paste the new one in, shut that down, go back into the game, and we'll come into the mod manager. Now it's going to say active. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to put it back in just to make certain that it is the right one. I think it is because it's done overwritten things and etc, etc. I am sorry if this gets a bit confusing, but the trouble is when you keep going back in and out, once that's confirmed its changes. Now we'll go into the trailer browser, and then this time we can have a look at it with the new stickers on. So not sure if I like the import export bit, to be honest with you, but it's just to show you what you can and can't do. You can see that now fits in around there. That's slightly caught underneath the handle, which is a shame, so that should have been slightly that way, but I'm not going to go in and just change it for that. But you would have to go in and change it if it was yours. But we are hiring could have come back that way. This one, it's just in. It's very hard to get right, but you would get it eventually. So there we have Will's trailer. There's a few changes that I would make, having looked at it now, but that's how easy it is to do. Yeah, slightly higher would have looked a little bit better, and possibly even these even further in. But anyway, guys, that was doing a box trailer on the SCS, and that's pretty much how simple that is. I'm going to be doing some coming up. Somebody's asked me to do a PewDiePie one, so we're going to be doing that. And I'm also going to be doing some fantasy type ones, which I've been working on, and now they'll be coming out in the next few weeks or whatever. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it taught you anything if you need to know. If not, drop me a thing down in the comments. If you want to see more from me, why not consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.